Hi everyone, Vikakuma here, and I really wanted to make this video for a long time because I'm not sure. I was waiting for anyone else to do it, but I just don't see it on the internet. I'm going to talk about this character right here. Not Brian, but the other one on my green screen. खत्म हो गई वहीं पे. So I really wanted to talk about this character right here, Kunimitsu. I think she does a lot of things so much better than the other top 5 characters like Brian, Nina, Dragunov, Kazuya. I think she forces interactions really well with so minimal risk. It's kind of unfathomable that it really exists. There are some situations I want to talk about and some moves. So let's get into it. So there's this situation after a heat engager. Or heat engager. Bum bum. Okay. So there's this slow. Okay. Let's just talk about the slow first. So after getting hit by a heat engager, the user is +9. Okay. The opponent guarding is -9, of course. So if she is doing that low, which is of 18 frames, being +9, it will come out at 9 frames. 18 minus 9. Simple maths. So being at the low coming out at 9 frames basically means you cannot interrupt it with a power crush, because since it's a low, you cannot power crush it. You cannot duck jab it. You cannot jab it either, because both are 10 frames. And things that you can do basically, if you keep those options out of the box, you can duck it to guard, you can move around it, or you can do a 9 frame low crush like Brian's orbital. So let's just check our options. Orbital works, guarding works as well. Now maneuvering around it, you cannot backdash it, you cannot step it to the left. I was sidewalking actually. You can sidewalk or step it to the right either. So it leaves you 3 options. Guard it, and for guarding, the reward is a 12 frame punish, which is not really a lot. Not really a lot. A lot of the characters in the cast will get a while standing 4 only. Raven, I play Raven. I play Feng. I play Paul, Yoshi. Jack gets a 12 frame punish. But in general, most of the cast is going to get 11 frame punish for this. Considering the fact that it's not low parryable, it's a kunai. You can't low parry it either. Cool. So you have 2 options then. Either low crush it with an orbital or a hop kick, or just guard it. Cool. Not even talking about the mix-ups afterwards if it connects. Let's just keep it to the basic, a low and a mid mix-up after the heat dash. Okay. So let's think like a Kuni player. We know that opponent is going to duck, or he is going to orbital it, or a low crush it. Okay. So what mid can we do? So we have this mid. Whoopsie daisy. Bum 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 bum. So this move is of 16 frames. Being at +9, this move will come out at 7 frames. So if you're doing a low crush, which is of 9 frames, you are basically grounded till the 8th frame. Then the animation kicks in and you are off the ground and you crush the lows, all that stuff. But the nichod ye hai basically baat ka, that if I do an orbital here and she does the 16 frame move, it will hit me grounded and I'll receive the full damage basically. So yep, orbital, 40 damage, 39 damage, 40 damage basically. And I cannot move around it, of course. Bum bum, tracks to both sides. Of course, no brainer, cannot backdash it. And if I'm ducking for the low, this mid will connect. So the counterplay to this move, there is no counterplay. If after a heat engager, heat dash, I keep fumbling the names. After a heat engager, this move comes out at 7 frames. Unless you are Yoshi, you can do the flash. I'm not sure if that will connect or not. And that too with the sword stance. Except that, you can of course power crush it, but I won't recommend because you see the health difference. Of course, mine is recoverable, but still, it hurts quite a bit. So it's not recommended as well. So there's pretty much nothing that you can do. So if the opponent knows this, that you cannot do anything about the mid, what is he going to do? He's going to spam the lows. He's going to spam the lows. And knowing the fact that you're not going to get a punish for the low either, it's basically a really terrible situation. You keep standing because you don't want to eat. You don't want to duck because you don't want to eat the mid because it's 40 damage. And if you keep standing, you'll eat the low, which is of 23 damage. And 23 damage is a lot. Brian's hatches is 23 damage. You see that chunk? That's a lot. So that's basically the level 1 of mind game. You're going to do a mid or low. So mid is a lot of, I don't know. I think it should be slower. I think it should have those frames as well. I think it should be linear as well. It's already linear, but after the science, I understand this, but I don't think it should enforce the mix-up, which I'm going to talk about in the segment now. So let's see what happens if this mid connects. If this mid gets blocked or this low gets, if this low connects basically, right? Bonk bonk. +5 into back turn mix. That's what Kunimitsu gets. So if I'm adamant, I'm not going to duck. Okay, I don't want this mid to connect. This mid, I don't want this mid to connect. I'm not going to duck. It's the same situation. +5 into back turn. So Kunimitsu, from here or from here, oh, you get the point. Kaan kahin se pakdo. That point. You're going to get +5 anyhow. You're going for the low or the mid, you're going to get your +5. +5 into back turn. Now, this +5 really changes the game. Why so? Let's talk about her back turn. Okay. So in back turn, she has mainly 4 moves offensively that the opponent is going to use on you. Back turn 1+2. The most busted one. Back turn 1+2. Back turn down 2. A hard call out low. If you keep standing straight, she can do this. 28 damage low. That's a lot. -14 this move is. Or if you keep ducking all the time, a hard call out mid. Now, in general, if you're going for safer mix, you're going for back turn 1+2 and back turn down 2. So back turn 1+2 is 14 frames. Back turn down 2 is 17 frames. Makes sense. A 3 frame fuzzy guard, maybe you can do it if opponent is not delaying his timing in back turn. You're going to fuzzy guard this. But how fuzzy guard works is you're going to be blocking the mid for 14 frames, then you'll duck for the down 2. Now, the fun part is not really fun for the defense, the guy on the defensive side. This mid is 16 frames. There goes down the drain your fuzzy guard. You get the point. So you keep fuzzy guarding the lows and the mid, and bam, this will connect. There goes your fuzzy guard. You'll stop fuzzy guard after this mid connects. No more fuzzy guarding. Happened to me as well. So this is how this back turn stance works. Now, accompanied by the fact that this low and that mid is +5. This mid, since it's a 14 frame back turn move, and she spins as well, it does there's a small little spin. This tracks to both the sides after this low connects. Bam. Backdash again. Nah, not working. Side step to the right. Not working either. Damn, it's a lockdown situation. Now let's just say I'm going to block this. I'll just simply block it. Cool. I'll just simply block it. What can she do? No. If you realize she's only -2, which means if you're going for a mid check after this, you want your turn, you're going for a mid check, she can just jab interrupt you. And she has a G cliff as well, by the way. So if it's around the wall, I cannot. Okay, if it's here, like it's here, and she does this, and you do your DF1, like if you're playing Kazuya, you do your DF4, back to, you're playing Feng, you do your DF1, you're playing Raven, you do your DF1, down back to, bum bum bum, you're wall splattered. Can't even take your turn as well. And if she wants to play safer, she'll just do this. Oh, Brian Fury. There it is. You took your turn. And yep, there you go. You got launched for it. So this move is way too overtuned. -2 creates spacing. She has the freedom to jab check your mids, your mid check after that, and she can sidestep your jabs as well, your mid check as well. I think she can. Yeah, of course, 1-2 tracks. You get the point, right? Overall she has the favor. She had the advantage. Now let's just say I understand this mix. I know she has the turn even on block. Not even talking about on hit it's +7. So it's not your turn. And it's 25 damage as well, quite a bit. I'm just going to guard it. What can she do? She can do is a low, which you cannot step to either side, cannot backdash. Can of course do an orbital for this, but if you're aware, this move if you are caught doing an orbital or any low crush, he can launch you for it. Like that. And she can wall carry. Trust me, she can wall carry you. So orbital are not a good option either. So all in all, what you're going to do is you're going to block this low. You're going to fuzzy guard and probably block this low. And you'll get a good punish if you have a 13 frame punish like Raven. He gets this. It's, not really good. For Feng, you get well standing 1-3, and that's pretty good. For Brian, you get a wall spat punish as well. Same for Armor King and some other characters like Kazuya gets a launch. But all in all, in combined with the backturn 1+2, this gets scary. It's really strong and kind of safe as well. This tracks as well, right? So she really is really good to shut down your maneuvering options, your movement options. Now, let's say you're not going to block it all the time, right? Wait, do I have it? Nah. So she can do this. Okay. What is this about? This low on hit is +4, which means you cannot interrupt it again. I cannot interrupt it. Maybe I can move around, right? Womp womp. You cannot move around it either. This will catch you. Anyhow. You can of course power crush it. But you have to keep in mind that after this low, she has the liberty to stay in crouching. To stay in crouch. And she can do this again. This will beat your power crush options. This will beat your jab as well. Cool. And if you're going for a mid check, to mid check this or duck jab, she can just simply do all standing 2. And this move is pseudo hit confirmable, I would say. Very much hit confirmable. Very delayable. Or she can just simply do a well standing one for a mid check. So she can make you stop hitting buttons. Then she can enforce her mix-up after that. Like that. One can say that this move is 18 frames. This move is 13 frames. She can delay the while standing, of course, and mess up your fuzzy guard. She has options. There you have it, yeah. There you have it. I won't sugarcoat, but there's this thing she does after this mid. You can sidewalk it. Okay. But the low will always connect. The low will always connect. The low will connect, and she has this thing as well. So after being +6 or +5, she can do this. You can jab interrupt it, but back then 1+2 exists. The low exists. So the only reason you would be jabbing is to beat this option. She can do this as well. This is a high crush. Jabbing is not a good option here either. Maybe you can duck jab, sure. Not really rewarding. So yeah, there is this character. There goes Kunimitsu. I think she really dominates in the blender situations. After this, blender. And yeah, of course, I haven't even talked about that she doesn't even have to enforce the back end mix up every time. She can just do this every time. And maybe a while standing 3 in between for a hard call out if you keep ducking. Right. There are some honorable mentions like DF13. So DF1 into DF1. The DF1 tracks to the right, left. Okay. Okay. Let me just record this option. And there's this move. So let's just say after DF1, I want to step right. Cool. And if I step left, this will catch me. Cool. Makes sense. Now, this tracks to the right. And it whips to the left. I don't understand how. I think it's all deliberate, but I don't know how this. I don't know. And let's just say that you want to challenge for DF1 into DF1. Since it's -2, you can challenge it with. If you are playing a strong character like Brian, you have G cliffs and stuff. She can do. She always have this. I delayed it a bit too much. But she has this. She has this. And she has this as well. She gets a mix-up after this. I'm not really sure. But yeah. And this mid, by the way, this tracks to both this. I think, yeah, it's sailing, right? You cannot even move. You don't have the frames to move here. And if the second hit connects, even on natural, you cannot guard. The last 2 hits are guaranteed. There's so many moves are hard which are overtuned. The set 1+2, -5 with spacing, homing in mid screen, you cannot step it. It's like Yoshi's forward 1+2 in heat. You cannot step this. It's heat engager, it's a launcher, -5, does everything. Everything. Fast as well. But you get the point. This. Yo. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. And yeah, please spread the news. Please spam this on Twitter if you can. Take care now. Bye bye.